Hey, and Happy New Year from down the shed. So, I've done this live stream because I can't be asked to sort the camera out. I can't be asked to sort the mixing desk out, which I probably could have done pretty quickly, having thinking about it. Mic could have gone into there, that could have gone into the mic. Yeah, we could have done that, but hey ho. So, I've recorded some bits and it's shite. So I'm gonna re-record it. But you will hear got the wrong mic working, I think. Yeah. So there's no point worrying that. Yeah, so this is the sound card. Don't know what this tape one does because I can't find anything that functions with. But it is a bit of a giggle. If you watch Project 20 on the Ellen Co 15.1, you will hear it being used slightly better than in Project 19. So I am going to re-record Project 19, basically. Just whack it out. Far too much reverb in that one. Way too much. And it was too late to change it. So redo it. So I'm hoping you all had a good year. No reason why you should, but none of you pretty much know that I'm a non-drinker. But I'm not teetotal. The difference is I can drink or I do drink when I want to. But as the car keys are always to hand or in use, having horses 8 miles away from home, I need to be mobile twice a day. So basically, it's safer not to drink. And I can't, if anything happens, I can't blow over the limit. So, stuff them. Police already trying to stitch us up once this year. Now they're trying to stitch me up again with 2 friends, but can't say much more than that right now because I got caught in 9 days. But once they see the massive fuck up within their own system, it will all just go away. But yeah, anyway, that's fun. Come out of court with a not guilty, and 23 hours and 56 minutes later, I'm in handcuffs for 2.5 hours, and then in the police cell for 8.5 hours. So, cheers, Wiltshire Police. You're a bunch of twats. Yeah, seriously, they all need retraining. Such incompetence, arrogance, institution. No, I'm not even going to go that. So, yeah, can't edit that out, can I? So I went to my friend's, the Asylum Music Studio party. So look for that on YouTube and you'll see a few bits from him. There's not a lot on there yet. But we just wanted to get the channel set up ready. So it's nearly finished. There is a build video on there. And it is miles from where it is now. I mean, it literally is 97% done. Finished the last 3% off, get the equipment in. Everyone's happy. So, yeah, we had a bit of a party down there. I left the car at home and walked. It's only a mile. Had a few, actually, they were all Southern Comfort and lemonade. And they're only diddy ones because Emma was pouring really small ones because she thinks I can't handle it. But I didn't really get over tipsy. I had a blinding headache, even walking home. Before I'd left the party, the headache had kicked in. But 4:30 in the morning, took 3 painkillers. I always take 3. I'm a big bloke. I need more. And yeah, woke up absolutely fine. So he said, "Do you want a drink? Help yourself." I'm like, no, I've done my years drinking. Maybe next year. So anyway, loads of fireworks that he had to hand. Bloody good ones as well. All those multi-shot cakes. They were flipping awesome. Better display than nearly everyone around us put on. We had a good time. Let me know how you got on in the comments and what your party was like, if you can remember it. I can remember it, so obviously I didn't drink too much. But yeah, that's what it's all about, innit? Have a bit of fun, let loose. I would put some videos on in here. Unfortunately, I can't take this and edit bits in, but the girls had a good fun on the karaoke. So, and Tara really can knock it out as well. So that was all good. We had a great time. A local businessman friend joined us, which was nice. So yeah, all was good. So next video will be Project 19, possibly. Not really looking forward to Project 21. It looks a bit of a head doodah. The voltmeter, calculated voltage, measured voltage, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's just going to be 1.5 volt battery tester, 9 volt battery tester. They do get better soon, I promise. The anti-capacitor, and then we've got a bit of schooling. We have more schooling. And then the magnetic bridge, the lighthouse. That's when I think they actually start becoming a bit more fun. Electronic sound. Yeah, we really start to kick into these now. The alarm, Morse code. These are the ones we want to be on. Siren, electronic rain, space gun. So now we're into the noisy ones. Electronic kazoo. Oh, we're going to have to destroy a pencil for that one. I've got a book somewhere, so that's handy. Electronic keyboard, use the same pencil. Fun with water, no such thing. Transistor radio, experiment 38. So that's the one we really looking forward to getting to. You can see we get a few more things to play with that just sit there unused. This has got some of it in, but this is all bloody, you can see it's all snapped together parts. So there's no wiring, you just literally snap parts together and there's no instructions. You look at the picture and then you just copy it. Can't see an age on it. Let's have a look. Age 8+. That's more like age 6 and under. That's 8+. That's 6 and under. Flipping, my dog could do one of them. But anyway, you have a good rest of the year. I hope everything goes on the up for you all, including my subscriber count. So if you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. Bing, bing, hit the bell. I don't normally say that. I see other people doing it. I'm just here to have fun. It's kind of started off as my something to do between work and COVID. So I might do a few more pistols with the old P25 Camo. Oh, it's uncocked. It's on fire rather. Safe soft. That's wrong. But there's no air in it. I have got one ready to tighten up when I want to use it. But if you're changing it and you're not planning on using it, there's no point in having it compressed. So if we're cocked, I love this. And this is a generic pistol. It's not based on anything. It's loosely, people are likening it to the Walther PPK. But yeah, it's not field strippable. But when it's cocked, put the safety on and it uncocks it. And the trigger is locked. Brilliant gun. They put the cutout on there. You can see the magazines in there. Oh, it didn't work very well. It's better. Oh, and it has got pellets in. One of them just fell out. That's the one thing I found with these mags. Pellets sometimes can fall out of them. I can't find my bit of paper. Safety's on. Oh, there it is. The next one I want is going to be the Webley Service Mark VI, or the Webley Mark VI Service Revolver. The one I was looking at is all chrome. It's snubby nose, which apparently gives better power, slightly less accuracy because obviously you haven't got the longer barrel, giving better trajectory. But on AAR online, and that's an excellent. If you want to check a particular weapon out, AAR online, brilliant. Umarex SA10, which is quite similar to one of the Glock 17s that's out there. Now, they both have excellent magazines on them. It's not one of these piddly little thin things. It's the entire base of the gun comes out. No one just fell out. The entire base of the gun comes out. And you can, I think on one of them, you get a gas bottle and you just, like a lighter, boom, put the pellets in. Or, no, that's the BB version. Put the BBs in. Loaded, bang, bang, bang. Blow back. On this one, unfortunately, the slide doesn't lock open if we take the magazine out. Without a magazine in, it should, automatic should lock open, but these don't. Which is a shame, because that would be a really cool feature. The Glock 17, you can field strip, take that off. Just gives you a bit of realism mixture. And believe it or not, these are, what was it? No, Andy was looking at a blank firing 9mm, which you need hardly anything to get. Driving license, blank 9mm. Bang, 120 decibels. What is the point? BB guns, I thought, what was the point? But watching AAR online, you can actually get some good target shooting out of a BB. And the replicas, there are far more replicas, realistic replicas in BB format than there is in 177 or 22. So this is actually 22 pellet only. You can't fire BBs out of this. But there is a Glock 17 that has one magazine, 8 shots BB, and then 3 8-shot magazines of 177. The magazine, the round disc ones, they fit into the main magazine, and when you push them in, there's little pegs inside the magazine holder that seat the pellets properly, otherwise they'll just fall out. But it seats them in properly. And then you can literally, I mean, in my case, you probably just put the BB one in a drawer. You just pull one out, slot it in the top, plug it back in, boom, 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 swap, swap, boom, boom, boom. Brilliant. Blow back, slide lock, field strippable. So I might actually be convinced to get into this BB world. You can get steel copper BBs. I'm not interested in the plastic crap. If I'm shooting at something, a paper target, they're no good for ratting unless you just want to bloody piss them off. But this is no good for ratting. This is like 1.5 to 2 foot-pounds if you're lucky. This is just target blinker, which is fun. It's half the point of it. We can't go out in the big wide world and shoot things. Hence why AAR Online's got his own shooting range within his premises or garden. That's why I've got my own shooting range in my garden. Shit, I shoot my shed now. See if we can turn you around. You look either side of the TV, or even on that shelf there, you see a target. I mean, it's only, the other wall's only 8 feet, 9 feet away. Bit of fun. But yeah, oh, I haven't got my extension. I'd like my thing up. No, never mind. My 100 subs thing. I might have to change it soon. I might change it to 150. And we're not far off. So I think leave it and just put a 2 instead of the 1. Just turn that into a 2. And have 200 subs. So we're starting to pick up pace actually. I've done like 30 in the last month. 28, 25, 30. I think the official stats thing on YouTube says 22, but when they count a month and when I'm considering a month, you know, our opinions. So anyway, this pisshead's going to sign off. Still recovering from that, actually. The weird thing is I wasn't actually drunk. I could walk, I could talk, I could do things. It's a good job I left the bloody car at home, I tell you. So you have a good one. I'll see you in the next video with some funky sound effects that I could probably just find and already have online and add into NCH, but it's a bit of fun when you can sit here and go, oh, we're quiet at the back, please. Ooh. It's a bit of fun, isn't it? Adds to the videos. Makes my job a little bit more complicated setting all this stuff up, but then that's half the fun. I mean, my videos now are still crap, but my videos when I started were really crap. So I've got a better camera. I still need another second better camera. I need a first better camera. But what I got is great. And the missus bought me it for last year's Christmas present. So it ain't going anywhere. In fact, my mate just said the video I shot with it last night on night mode was flipping pretty good. So if he likes it, I'm definitely keeping it. But yeah, everything I've done on this channel since the day I started it, all the projects, all the kits, all of this, every single bit, even this shed extension, because I've got a little bit more room for recording here than I did the old side. But then that's pretty built 10 years ago, and this was built 6 months ago. I wish I went a little bit wider, but I was worried about how much wood I had. And if I did go a bit wider, I probably would have ended up in a little bit of stung. But all the wood and the windows in this side of the building was already in my garden doing nothing, getting ruined or blagged. These windows were blagged, double glazed. We went to pick up a mobility scooter from my mate, and he said to me the week before, keep your eye out for windows. And when we pulled up on this bloke's driveway, I went and looked at the scooter and then thought, what did I just walk past? 7 of these windows. Actually, there's more than 7. He's got 7, I've got 3. There were 10 of these windows. Absolutely flipping. Mate, what are you doing with them? Oh, council will come and take them away next Wednesday. They'll be gone tomorrow. 2 days later, that was a Friday. Saturday, I was busy. Sunday, I turned up in my mate's X5. Every single one in the boot gone. Cheers, buddy. Saved you 40 quid probably getting the council to do it. Saved us a heck of a lot of money looking for some windows. But yeah, I just built this. It wasn't even planned. I literally laid. There is a video somewhere. You'll see the wooden frame, and then I just literally built the sides up and panelled inside with whatever I could get my hands on. A lot of this up here, this was all blagged out of a flipping dude's garden in another place. Nearly gave away a location near to my location. Yeah, they were all blagged from my new friends. So yeah, this came together lovely. And this wall, of course, this wall is the original shed. So I didn't even need a wall that side. All I had to do was cut a hole in the side of my old shed to make a door. And that cut was extremely worrying because, you know, you get to a point where you've not put a door on this side. So you can only build to a point and then you can't get in here. It's like a secret room. So at some point I had to put a big hole in the side of my old shed, which was already lined like this one is. Again, that was all blagged off the building site I was working on. Bloody half-inch ply, offcuts out of the flipping skip in my horse box, up on my walls. Jigsawed it. It didn't matter. That bit goes that far. That bit goes that far. I cut another bit there. Okay, this bit needs cutting a bit shorter. Blah blah blah. And I've got walls inside my then quite new shed. That's 11 years. Minimum of 11. No, sorry, 12 years. That's a minimum of 12 years old, that side, because it was 2010 when we built the new school. So that's where it all came from. So yeah, everything I do, the £500 laptop that I'm spending more time playing Grand Theft Auto on, which is why I bought a £500 laptop instead of a £300 Chromebook. I bought everything for this computer. Was bought merely for my computer editing to speed up all the blooming files and the editing and everything, because my other computer just juddered and buffering. You couldn't do anything. You'd be trying to edit something, get 2 files synced up, and the buffering it wasn't possible. So I had to buy a better computer. So I thought, well, obviously the best computer to buy would be a gaming laptop, because that's built for the power hungry and memory hungry games like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, blah blah blah. So it should be able to handle NCH video pad, which it does absolutely lovely. But I had to spend 40 quid on another 8 gig RAM stick, so she's running 16 gig instead of 8. Well, it came with 1 channel, so it's now got 8 in each channel. I would like to upgrade them at some point to 16, or if I can fork the money out one day, need to find a job, 32s, because this is capable of running a maximum of 64 gig of RAM, and I'm running 16, so I'm running it at 25% of its capabilities. It's a cracking machine. It's only an Intel i5. It's got the GeForce GTX NVIDIA graphics card for the gaming. But yeah, I love GTA, and Oh, I must say hello to this person. But yeah, it's a cracking laptop. So, Elton John, I can't. Good evening from one J to another J. Oh, it isn't. Dude, I know who you are, don't I? In real life. Elton John Archive. Good evening from one J to another. I know exactly who you are. So, yeah. Crash Bandicoot. You see, Jay, your biggest mistake was you got a Sony PlayStation. You should have got an Xbox, mate. Come on, you know the score. You've been good with computers. I mean, the stuff you did. Oh, mate. Wow. So yeah. Oh, and I killed the mini J. Apparently, and people out there in the big wide world, this is really important. You're supposed to put oil in your engine, or it goes bang. There must have been something else wrong with it because that thing was eating oil. If it ran out of oil, and the worst bit is my best mate's got a garage, and I got oil. Like, can I have some oil? So yeah, killed a good little mini there. Cracking little car. I loved that. I'll have to see if I can find a few pictures and just put a little thing on here of my mini that I loved. It was only the mini 1.4. But yeah, it had the white roof. I sprayed the silver wheels black. Bloody hell, Jace. 27 screens. Seriously. But yeah, I painted the wheels white, gloss white, because the mirrors and the roof were white and it had white bonnet stripes, and the wheels just tied in so lovely. In fact, my mate, even 3 months after I did it, he actually turned around one day and said, "You know what?" He said, "Them wheels do look better in white. It works." And then I put, and then I put black squares on the roof. I was going to go Union Jack, but I thought, nah, that's a bit. Everyone's done that. I know everyone's done the black squares as well, but the black squares just doesn't look so, Could have done that actually. That would have been different. There you go. Maybe the next one. There is going to be another mini in my life. Yeah, that car was just a little cracker. Put a spoiler on it. I had it a different. It obviously wasn't made for my deck, even though it said it was in the description. So I body filled where it was out of shape, sanded it all down, painted it up. And it was a slightly jauntier angle than most of them. So if most of them are like that, mine was sort of like that. But then I think whether it's an old classic mini or a BMW mini, everyone should personalize their mini to them. No two minis should look alike. Even if it's a slight subtle difference, yours should have something different than the other person's. And I do. He has the Generation 1 Cooper. I had the Generation 2 one. I don't like Gen 3s. Everything just got big and fat and just like that's not a mini anymore. But I love the exterior styling of the Mini Gen 1 or Mark 1 because it's so original. If you get an earlier one like Jay's, it's so original to the original car. The little reverse light in the center of the bumper and everything. But the Gen 2, the interior is just such a nicer place to be. But yeah, I don't like the fact you don't get a water gauge. You get a stupid little bloody daisy thing for a fuel gauge. But yeah, they're cracking little cars. You don't need that centre speedo. That's just there for looks. You can get the little square bit inside the rev counter that's in front of you to put the speed up. So who needs that one? Yeah, them new minis, Jace, they're just wrong. Except for the electric one. I want an electric mini. Never have the money for it, but. And then there's another thing. Everybody gets electric cars. We're screwed. Because they're going to come home at 5 o'clock, plug the cars in, put the kettle on, boom, the lights go out. So how can it be greener? You're just drawing, or we'll have to create more power just so people can charge their cars, which means more greenhouse stuff and power stations. It ain't happening. The country's going to go dark. It is. So I'm so chuffed my mate's following me. That's excellent. He found me. How did you find me? I don't know if I've told you. No, we haven't seen each other for like 3-4 years. We have to get together again soon, Jay. Yeah, totally. You never get rid of petrol. There's plenty of it. I don't need to worry about the next generation because I didn't create any. So it's fine where I am. But right. Anyway, what time is it? Oh, it's 10:15. Yeah, more shit to come from me. And hopefully more of it will be new toys, but we need to get a job to buy toys. And they're not toys. These are not toys. This is a weapon. I don't care if it fires little plastic bloody BBs, 17722, full bore, whatever. If it comes out of the end of the barrel, it is not a toy. This is a weapon. Treat it with respect. Unless you're shooting your shed. But yeah, little disclaimer. These are not toys. In fact, it'll actually say it on here somewhere. Warning, not a toy. Misuse or careless use may cause serious injury or death. Okay, they had to put that one on there. For use by ages 16 or older before using read owner's manual. Available free from Camo. You'd have to be really unlucky to get killed by a 1.5, 2 foot-pound pistol. I've shot myself in the hand. And that was being careless and messing around with it. The rifles are far more dangerous, up to 12 foot-pounds before you get a firearm certificate to go higher. And then you'll have to get to police. A bloody good reason why you want to go over 12 foot-pound. Jay, use my old name. Use my old name to find me on Facebook. In fact, I think you're on there anyway. You sent me your radio thing donkeys ago. Can you remember my old name, Jace? Yeah, that's the one, buddy. Yeah, that's Dylan. Yeah, so just respect guns. Little cheap pistols like this one. They'll hurt. They won't kill. But yeah, you know, airsoft BBs. Some people go around woods shooting each other with them. This is like a stinger that will probably cause you more discomfort. It's like a little sting, but I mean that one hurt for about 30 seconds, and then it was like, oh bugger. Not since the old CB buddy. One of my old jobs, they kept calling me Lurch. And I tried to, yeah, that ain't happening. And one day I just turned around and went, what? And that was it. It was stuck with from then on. We're getting away from it. Oh, my phone's dead, Jay. So I'll accept that when I charge my phone up, buddy. Crikey, me and him. Jeez. I'm 48, and I reckon I must have been at least 20 when we met. So we've been buddies on and off. Well, not on and off. We've been buddies for 28 years, but sometimes we lose touch. But we always manage somehow, always manage to catch up with each other. I mean, the last time he was literally driving past my house, he was like, "Oh, turn round." But yeah. Oh, it's so nice to see somebody I know in my chat. But yeah, this was only going to be a 5-minute jobby, and it's turned into a bit of a ramble. Jace, mate, we'll have to catch up. I'll have to tell you about me bloody court thingy that's coming up. Funny. It's brilliant. You'll love it. I'll tell you all about it afterwards, obviously. But oh, nice one, Jace. Yeah. I only stayed on for longer because I see my mate in there. I'm so happy. That's like the 1st of January when something like that happens. When something like this happens and it's the first day of the year, you know it started well. So who knows? Maybe I will pass that fucking Class 2 lorry license this year. I should have passed the first one apparently, but the examiner stitched me up. And the second one, well, you can only make one serious balls up and it's game over, and I did 2. So, and they're always on roundabouts in freaking Swindon. Google Magic Roundabout Swindon if you're not aware of it. Oh, true that, bud. Google Magic Roundabout in Swindon if you're not aware of it, and sit there and go, fucking hell. It's 5 roundabouts with one big one that goes kind of through it, and you can go round all of them. Oh, it's a nightmare. But when somebody teaches you how to navigate that one, it suddenly becomes like, wow, that's so easy. And on both driving tests, I navigated the Magic Roundabout perfectly. The second one, I screwed it up coming off it onto the next roundabout. But there you go. Cock up on a normal roundabout and you do the Magic Roundabout perfectly in a freaking 38-ton lorry. Where's that going wrong? So I will pass the third one when I got another 350 quid to throw at it, but that's another story. The first one was paid for by a lorry company, which never spoke to me again when I failed. But there you go. Had I passed that one, I'd have been doing my Class 1 training. So who knows? Maybe I will get my lorry license this year, but I don't care, because at the end of the day, I can't find it. At the end of the day, my driving license entitles me to 7.5-ton lorries, granddaddy rights, so I can drive them for a living, but not without one of those. Oh, better blurt out any of the unnecessary information. But yeah, you need a driver qualification card, and you need a digital tacho card. It's got a chip on the back. And obviously, if you're driving lorries, you're not even allowed to drive it. The car, you don't have to carry your driving license, but in a lorry, you do. So you get stopped without that. That's just another offence. I haven't got my first. I've got 2 COVID cards. So I didn't keep the first one. I didn't realise I was supposed to keep it. I just threw it away when I walked out. Duh. But anyway, I shall see you in the next video. That is probably, as I said, going to be Project 19 redone without all that nasty echo. This thing, you turn it up literally about past there, this one, and it's game over. That's off, and that's literally too much. But I suppose it's got its place. My opinion, those sound cards, they're crap. Don't buy one. I did, so I can make a video on it. I will use it because I've got it, but they are crap. There's nothing that can do that basically a decent flipping mixer and a few sound files free off the internet can't do. So should have bought a mixer really, but I don't need it, because if I'm doing my that's literally for talking over GTA videos. which means I get the sound output from the computer and me without. If I do put a camera up, then I can sync the audio, so you get the little me in the corner, or I can just talk over the video with that, and it'll mute the sound out when I talk, and then it'll put the sound back up. I don't have to touch it. Mess around on the computer, changing volume levels on different parts of the video because having to put a cut in, change that sound level just because I spoke on this bit and I don't want the game noise too loud. That is the one thing this does do that's worth having. So anyway, actually the next video will be the review on that. There we go. So the next video I will review the K-Song live sound card. K-Song live sound card. It's like a V8, just slightly different. But like I say, I still can't figure out what this tape one does. There's the inputs. And there's weird ways of wiring it up that I don't really understand. But I figured out how to do it my way for what I want, which is good enough. But I let that knob have a look somewhere. He'll fucking pick that up. Ooh. He'll pick that up and go and have it singing and dancing and talking and making the tea. Because, like I was saying earlier, him in computers, yeah, he'll just parts from everywhere, and he's got a computer sat there buzzing away, 19 screens with bloody games and whatever on it, and the crap he used to do with an Amiga. The music on there, it was just bloody brilliant. He's got a talent for that. But yeah, he has got such a talent for mixing music and the like on computer software. It's just amazing. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you in that video. Catch you later, bud. Speak soon.